How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today we have a pretty exciting day ahead of us. We are actually getting some new wheels for the Supra. I know you guys are already thinking, what ESRs is he going to put on it next? We're actually not doing ESRs. I know, this is going to be the first time I think the Supra has not been on ESRs besides its stock wheels and stuff. But we're getting something completely different. I think that this is like the perfect wheel for the Supra. It's just such an iconic and classic look. You just can't really go wrong with it. So, let me show you guys what we got. Not like what we got, but like what we have on the Supra, and then we'll head down to the tire shop. We're gonna actually meet with No Lift Shift down there. He is getting some new tires for his Mustang, and then I don't know, we'll go do some fun stuff. We'll figure something out. So this is the current setup we are on, and I am still going to be keeping these. I just won't be like cruising around on them. These will be like my strictly race wheels if I am going to like a roll night or something, or I need to go like smoke someone. These, I'm guessing, will be lighter than the new ones I'm getting, but the new ones will just look a whole lot better. These are just for dancing shoes. So these are the ESR AP6s. They are lightweight, rotary forged, knurling all along the inside. So it's a really solid wheel. I know people get like all cringy based on the badge on it, but you take the badge off and you just look at the stats, it's a solid wheel. I also think they look good on the car, but what we're getting today is completely different. If you guys have been following me for quite some time, you guys know that I like change wheels all the time. I don't think wheels stay on my car for longer than like 6 months before I get something new. These I'll probably keep on, not these, the new ones I'll probably keep on the Supra for a while just because of how nice they are. The McLaren ones, I don't think I'll be changing those anytime soon just because of how expensive they are. But it's always fun to just like freshen up your car and just like change the look. So I don't know, it'll be pretty exciting. It'll be pretty cool. Let's get a little cold start though. Hopefully old girl actually starts up. All right, cool. I love this car because the neighbors love it since it's not annoyingly loud. The shitty thing is I think the new wheels are actually going to make my car slower. I think they're heavier. So my car just from day to day, just traveling, is going to be slower. And that's one thing that I don't really like about like this style of wheel is like they look cool, but I just don't think they can beat like a monoblock. And I guess that kind of spoils what we're getting. It is a 3-piece wheel. It's gonna look sick, don't worry. I will like have to like change wheels if I want to go race and like be serious about it. So anyways, let's go. All right guys, we're at Salinas Tire Shop. This is where my boy David works. This is the La Puente one. So if you guys are in the need of wheels or tires, go ahead and hit him up. I'll link them right here. But we are mocking up the wheels on the Supra right now. We're just test fitting them because they are really big. Let me show you guys what I went ahead and decided to go with. Hopefully they fit. So if not, that's gonna suck. All right guys, check it out. It's not like a grand reveal or anything, but like here's your first sneak peek of what we went with. Oh my God, we got the double polished CCW 3-piece wheels. This is an 18 by an 11.5. And it's like, its fitment is gonna be perfect. Now it is really close back here. Like, really close. Like I can't even fit my finger in there, so we're just praying it doesn't rub, but if we do, let's give it a little tap, a little tappy, and then we'll make it fit. We're gonna make these work, because I'm already in love with them. Better in person? Better in person. Yeah, I think it's better in person. We saw photos of them. Yeah, no, we saw them in photos and we were like, they look kind of cheap, you know? And then in person, they look a lot better. So I'm really happy. Brian, they're just stealing your parts.
I know, dude. Look, my springs are gone.
Where are your tires?
I don't know. Well, one of my wheels is right here. Just taking them apart.
You just stole your tire, bro.
Left me. He's gonna fucking have me go home like that.
You just got called into work.
I know, I gotta go.
You ain't leaving anytime soon. All right, guys, so here's your first look with them mounted and on the car. Now, don't mind the ride height. We had a balloon tire before. This one is less of a balloon. And maybe the suspension has to settle. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's gonna settle, but you're still gonna have to lower it.
I'm still gonna have to lower it. Yeah, the sidewall is not as beefy, but just check it out. Yeah, my card declined, so they're actually taking them back off. I'm too broke. Sorry. End of video. Bye. All right, guys. So I went home and knocked out. I just woke up from probably the best nap of my life. I mean, I fucking knocked out like a sack of potatoes, just slumped. However, the work is still not done. So we got the car back. Honestly, I completely forgot that I went and got wheels today. I love how they look. I think they look perfect besides the ride height. The ride height is obviously atrocious because we had way different tire profiles before. So now we got to fix all that. So let's look at what we're working with and let's see what my game plan is. So first things first, this is an issue. I mean, that is, well, I mean, let's be real here. That looks like ass. The front doesn't look too bad. I don't know how low I want to go. This tire profile is like 0.1 of an inch smaller. So, I mean, it's 2 fingers. It's 2 fingers right now. Maybe I'll make it a little bit tighter of 2 fingers, but I don't want to go too low. I like my carbon being in one piece, and I mean, I drive the car hard. So I think we're gonna start with the rear, and then we'll do the front. The rear, finger-wise, is like 3. So I want to probably do 1.5 in the rear and maybe 1 up front. That way it's just kind of got that little like lean to it, that little like, you know, I'm ready to dance look. This shit's bad. Brian is probably on his way right now. He got called into work. I think he's out. I was also napping, so was fine by me. Sorry, Brian, I was enjoying myself. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the rear. I'm gonna jack it up from the diff and just start popping off the wheels, and I'm gonna go to town. I'm gonna get dirty. This thing's also being dyno today. I don't know if I'll have it in this video. I guess I'll see how long this video is getting without it, but you're going to dyno. Piece of shit. One thing I'm gonna try is putting these in my ultrasonic cleaner. I wonder if I can bring the shine back. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm not faking it, okay? I just already did it, that's all. Okay, guys, in all seriousness, I didn't record me doing it, but we got it lowered, okay? I dropped it 3/4 of an inch, at least thread-wise. We'll see if that's a direct drop. That's about 1 finger. So let's go check on the little fucking thingies, the lugs. They're in my little tank being cleaned right now. Let's check on them. Well, I mean, the water's dirty. I mean, that looks pretty clean. Why isn't it focusing? I mean, they look pretty clean. I don't know, the water's really dirty, so it did something. I mean, they sort of look cleaner. I don't think it like completely changed them, but I mean, like if we hold up one of these compared to the fronts do look more dull and kind of brown, so I'd say it did something. Not a miracle, but it did something. Fuck. All right, let's lower her down and see how she looks. I also gotta have the suspension settle, make sure we don't hear any crunching. Sick, okay. Already way better, way better. Wow, and the suspension hasn't even settled yet, but yeah, that dropped it about 1 finger. It looks better. I still think I might go lower. Oh yeah, already that's a night and day difference. Look at that. Just look at it. It looks 10 times better. So yeah, this is still about 2 fingers. It was 3 before. Like I could fit 3 very comfortably. Now I can barely fit 2. That looks way better. I forgot where my front's at. What's my front at? My front can barely fit 2. I am gonna wait till Brian pulls up. That way I can get his opinion on it and see what he thinks. Personally, I think it's okay like this. It looks good. If I drop the front anymore, I think I risk really damaging the lip. And this is a functional setup. I'm not trying to be some Stan Scott around here, okay? I'm just trying to make sure I can drive the car and still put 800 wheel horsepower to the floor. So I'm gonna wait till he pulls up, and then I guess we'll see what he says. All right, Brian pulled up. He already looked at the ride height. He says leave it. I'll probably leave it for a bit. If it's not scraping or anything, maybe I'll lower it, I don't know. But really quickly, we are going to weigh the wheels. I wanna see what the difference is. We went a lot wider. I think my old ones were 9.5 and these are 11.5. And then we went wider on the tires too, 275 to 305. So we got a lot more material there just in general. But Brian, how much heavier do you think it'll be?
How much did your old ones weigh?
I never weighed them.
They're a 3-piece. It is a 305. I think it'll be at like 50. I don't remember like 53. Mine weighed like 48.2.
I thought yours weighed more than that.
My old ones weighed more than that. I think I think these were 2 pounds heavier than my old ones, if I remember correctly. So I think you're probably at like 50, 52.
Grab an ESR out of the car and let's weigh that one first. I'm gonna weigh the ESR first and then I'm gonna take an estimated guess. The ESR does feel lighter, but I mean, it's way smaller, you know, like it has way less material. So I guess we'll just see. All right, so that's a rear. I mean, you guys can see the tire through it. I'm not lying to you guys or anything.
Is it on?
I think it turns on when you press it.
It says low.
Yeah, put it on.
55.
Okay, I can't read it. I don't know why I can't see it. It says 55?
Yeah, 55.
Just 55 flat?
Oh, 56 and a half.
Oh, I can see it now. Yeah, 56 and a half for that. I'm gonna say 60 then for that.
Okay, now.
I didn't think yours weighed 40. I thought yours weighed closer to 60.
Mine weighed like 48.
Pop it off.
I'm not gonna pop it off. Go watch my video.
All right, let me take this one off. This one's weirder to grip.
Yeah, more spokes. Run over your glasses.
Yeah. All right.
59.
59.20. So what? 3 pounds?
3 pounds heavier.
It's not that big.
I never said mine.
Huh?
I didn't get to say how much of a difference.
Oh.
Oh well.
Well, I just cared more or less to see what the actual difference was going to be. I didn't really. There was no money on the line. Don't worry. So.
I should have bet.
Oh god. Well, that's not that bad. I thought it was going to be way more. I thought it was going to be like a good 5 pounds heavier, but 3 pounds. It's not a big difference. What I'll do is I'll probably cut a couple of these spokes. There's probably a little bit too many. So I can probably get away with lessening them up, take an angle grinder to it.
Surprisingly, the fact that it's a 3-piece wheel and it's only 3 pounds heavier.
Yeah, and it's way wider.
It's way wider.
Way wider.
Only 3 pounds.
It's a big. That's not that bad.
You're probably making up the difference on the tire. That's where you're probably.
Yeah, the wheel's probably the same. That's pretty crazy. All right guys, so as you guys can tell, I really like the wheels. Like I was a little skeptical when my boy David sent me the photo with the polished finish. I was like, they look cool, but like they sort of do look ghetto. Like, you know, I don't know. I just like associate like chrome and polished wheels with like more ghetto cars, but I do have to say I was corrected. They look really good on the car and I'm super happy with the fitment. Like David knocked it out of the park with picking the fitment and everything. He made that shit fit perfect. The tire size, everything is just, it is perfect. Like if we look at it, it fits really well. Now I kind of do want to lower it just a little bit because there is a bit of gap, like there is, you know, but I mean, like I do also drive the car and like full send it, so it's not just a cruiser. Like this is like sort of still like a race car. So I don't know, let me know your guys' thoughts. I do feel like the front is definitely in need of a little bit of lowering. Looking at it now, the rear seems to have settled a lot more. Like, let me see. Oh yeah, dude, the rear settled a lot more. Holy shit. Hey Brian, we might have some work to do. Why? The rear settled way more. Yeah.
See it from a distance.
Yeah, the rear settled way more.
See, well, good thing I told you don't lower it.
Yeah, I was gonna lower it even more. So we're gonna go back to the house and lower the front a little bit. I'm not gonna refilm the montage because we're running out of daylight. And then we're gonna take the Honda to dyno. So we won't record the rest of the Supra stuff. It'll probably be too dark. The next thing you'll probably see is us taking the Honda to dyno or just some Honda related content. So let's go. All right guys, well, I have some bad news. Sadly, we cannot dyno the Civic today. For some reason, the transmission is having issues and it's not going into gear correctly. And when it is, it'll pop out. It's having issues. My boy Kevin came by and he thinks it's a bent fork or something. So I got to pull the trans. It's a pretty shitty situation. We could probably demonstrate it really quick here, Brian. Let's roll it like really quick, just forward for like a split second, just so they don't think I'm capping. So watch. It's in neutral. Okay. See that? Like It's in neutral, okay? If we put down the handbrake and we quickly just roll it forward a little bit, I'll be quiet so you guys can hear it. Wait, let me give it a little momentum. It doesn't even want to push. Okay, here, push it backwards, Brian. That way they can hear it. Yeah, they could hear that. Okay, so you hear that clicking? It's not supposed to do that. We don't exactly know why it's doing that, but it's doing it. So my boy's like, dude, just drop the trans. It's not worth trying to drive it on that, which I believe and I agree with. So we're gonna just drop the trans either tomorrow or just later this week. Take it to him, he'll tear it apart. And it gives me a little bit more time to go through everything and make sure that everything is squared away. It sucks because I really did want to dyno it and everyone was kind of excited to see it, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. When working on cars, not everything goes as planned. And this is just one of those things that is just out of our control. We don't know the condition of the trans really beforehand. We did rebuild it partially and put in like a new second gear because it was obvious that it was like destroyed, but we didn't do like a super thorough check on it. So it is what it is. But at least we got some new wheels for the Supra because it is sitting real pretty. Sadly, guys, that is all I do have for you for today. I don't think there's any races or anything going on tonight, so we are just gonna stand. I still do have to adjust the front coils on the Supra because it's kind of like doing a, I don't know, what do they call it, a Carolina squat. It's kind of squatting a little bit and it looks kind of weird, so I do have to drop the front. I'm really happy with the wheels. I think they look great on it. Hopefully you guys like it too. I liked the ESRs before, but I think these do work on the car a bit better and they do just pop a bit more and they kind of like tie together the whole aesthetic of like the whole polished look on it. So overall, I think it works. Let me know your thoughts down below though. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you for today. Subscribe to see more videos like this one, and until next video, peace. Say bye, Brian.
Later.